Mission trips and hockey are great, I think, because it's kind of what Liberty's about, doing missions, and not just in other countries, but in the U.S. But it's so unique getting to go fly with your teammates to other countries, and it helps strengthen the bond within the Liberty hockey program, and it also strengthens each person individually.
Yeah, I think it's very, very important that Liberty Hockey continues to do mission trips. I think it helps with the bond between the Liberty Hockey players and coaching staff. I think that it just brings a whole new perspective and meaning to hockey in the way we should visualize it as Christians.
I definitely think it's important for Liberty Hockey to continue doing mission trips. One, it's an opportunity for us to spread the gospel and to witness to other people in other areas of the world that I believe need to be witnessed.
The 3 places we went on our missions trip up to this point have been Sweden first, southern Russia second, and then Latvia.
I actually went on the Latvia trip about 2.5 years ago from the filming right now, and it was an amazing experience. I looked through the pictures that Jackson Kuhn took. He took hundreds and hundreds of pictures about the experience, and just jogged the memory of the guys that were there and the bonding that took place between us, and just the amount that we grew, not only in our hockey playing skills going over playing there, but just in a relationship with Christ, just knowing that there's a bigger world out there that we can impact besides Lynchburg, Virginia.
On my first missions trip with Liberty Hockey, we went over to Sweden. We got to tour a few different cities there, and it was great to get involved with the local church there. We actually stayed at the church and slept there and ate there. It was really a unique experience. We got to spend a lot of time with the guys, and then we also got to go into the community and spend a good amount of time in set areas.
The impact our team had that's a tough question, because when you're there in the moment, you're there for such a short period of time, and you don't see really the fruits of your labor that's done afterwards. I think that at the moment when we were there, I think we created an energy, we created a positive thinking, and we created a fresh, new style of hockey and style of life than they're used to. And I think that impact is still growing to today.
Until you get into unique and crazy circumstances, different cultures, it's sometimes hard to get out of the rut that we're in. And so I guess the amazing things I've seen is just simply watching the progression of our student athletes, and as they interact with that concept, and as they are challenged, and then as they show these learning outcomes, spiritual outcomes that they go through. It's a special thing to me.
Oh, it was huge. It was, I think the first game we were there, we were staying in a hotel right beside the rink, and there was flyers up everywhere around town. I don't want to say it was sold out, but it was pretty close to being sold out. They charged a small fee to get people in there, and what they did was they put the gospel in their native language on the programs. So every single person who entered, from wanting to see the Americans play hockey, see Liberty play hockey, they got to read the gospel. So it might not have been us going and every single day being like, hey, here's the gospel, here's a representation of the gospel, but by our ability to play hockey and the interest level in Latvia, for example, of the amount of people who wanted to come see us play, they read the gospel. So whether that was 100, 1,000, however many we actually reached, was incredible.
You know, every year I start to plan this, I get a little bit, it's also a struggle for me. It's a dichotomy of knowing all the details that go into planning a trip, but even just a stretch of my own faith to pursue it, knowing that we have to raise tens of thousands of dollars in order to make it happen.
A missions trip, and especially these two specifically, they definitely strengthen my faith, and just knowing that if you feel like you have a calling that is God's calling, that if you follow it full-heartedly, He will provide and He will make amazing things happen.
In regards to my faith, I would definitely say that the missions trip helped me grow. that trip was the most humbling thing of my life, as far as I can tell. And yeah, I wouldn't be who I am or where I am today with my faith if I hadn't been on that trip.